I ended up having a baby at 20. Which, again, was the end of the world. Oh, my God, Rachel, your life is over. You'll never be anything. You'll never do anything. It's over for you. It's such a tragedy. It was like treated like this horrible thing. And I thought it was great. And when I had her, the job that I had did not matter to me anymore at all. It seemed so stupid. It was like anybody can go. I was a hairstylist at the time. Anybody can go do haircuts. Someone else can cut Debbie's hair, but only I can be her mom. I want to do that. And everybody was telling me, you have to go back to work. You have to go back to work. That's what we do now. 2 weeks after the baby's born, you got to go back to work. You need the money. You need the security. You need the income. And I looked around and thought, this is insane. Like, who came up with this system? Because I am going to go drop her off at 2 weeks old and let some lady who doesn't know or care about or love my baby the way that I do take care of her all day long. You know, if you factor in the commute, it's like 9.5 hours that I'm away from her. By the time I get home and feed her and give her a bath, it'll be bedtime. And that'll be it. I'll get like maybe 2 hours with my baby all day, you know? And I get to pay half of what I make to this other random person to raise my child.
True.
Who came up with this? This is stupid. And I have to pay taxes, you know, and I have to have a second vehicle and insurance and a work wardrobe. And I just thought, this is the most inefficient, stupid system. And everyone around me is like, this is good. This is what we all need to do. Even like Christian conservative women that were friends and family members were like, well, you don't want to depend on a man because then you're going to get abused. They fear-mongered me to death about staying home.
I think this is the biggest lie ever sold and a big reason why we see all these problems in young people nowadays. I mean, the idea that you should be away from your mother basically as soon as you're born for 8 to 9 hours a day is completely insane. And if you read the work of Komisars, she has a book called Being There, Why Prioritizing Motherhood in the First 3 Years of Your Child's Life Matters. And it talks about how a child's anxiety and emotional regulation is negatively affected when they aren't around their primary caregiver, aka their mother. And that really explains why nowadays my generation and all these young people have such high rates of mental issues, depression, and anxiety. I mean, I still remember as a kid going to daycare like every day till I was like 9 because my mom had to work, and the disconnect I felt because we barely spent any time together. It all makes sense now. And I think we would have a much more stable generation if more of our mothers stayed home. And no, the solution isn't to create a social program. And I can already hear the liberals and socialists in the comment section blaming this on capitalism. But this is a real problem.